Good morning, buongiorno, bonsoir. Welcome to Life Lessons Straight Up with a Twist. I'm your host, Charity Youngblood, and I am so excited and grateful that you are here with me today. Now, as a reminder, this podcast is unedited because life is unedited. So as always, we'll get started with a question, and whatever activity you engage in for self-reflection and introspection, please feel free to do. So whether that's writing in a journal, recording yourself, saying the questions out loud, and then, saying your responses, do whatever works best for you. So today's first question is, how can I jolt myself awake in the morning? How can I jolt myself awake in the morning? So I don't know about you, but it is very difficult for me to get out of the bed. It is not difficult for me to wake up. I wake up naturally, right? And whatever time I wake up, I wake up. I wake up without a problem. But getting out of the bed is more of a crawl or like a drag. It's just like something that compels me to stay in the bed. And I obviously am in the self-development space, right? I love it, live it, breathe it. So I have a rock solid nighttime ritual. I have 2 hours, sometimes more than 2 hours in the evening to prepare myself for sleep. So I'll do different things, but usually some form of relaxation. There's no technology in my room. I wake up without an alarm clock. There's no clocks in my room, blah, blah, blah. I do all the things. That said, getting out of the bed in the morning is just, and I do also understand that I actually have a very strong relationship with sleep. I don't want to be taken away from sleep. We don't want to be separated from each other. It's a whole thing. So I do know that that is also an aspect. But I particularly wanted to bring this question to the podcast today because I heard of, and I can't remember what day it was probably sometime last week, where there was these questions about mornings and, how to get yourself going in the morning. And there's all these resources, right? All you have to do is do this and just do that. And I'm like, none of that works for me. So I started asking this question after I heard about I can't remember specifically what it was, but it was something along the lines of shocking our nervous system and really aligning with that concept that we spoke about in the previous podcast, which is really preparing yourself for the day in the morning. So preparing your subconscious is going to just go off. It's just not going to be your friend. It's just not. So how do you prepare yourself and kind of arm yourself with that resilience that you need to accomplish your goals, right? Because you're up against a lot when you're just trying to be the positive light in the world. It's a lot. When you're trying to do something new, anything, right? There's going to be a lot of challenges and a lot of obstacles to that. So when it came to this question, I said, okay, well, the shock to the nervous system thing was interesting to me. So I said, how can I shock my nervous system without torturing myself? Because the first resource was to take a cold shower or a cold plunge. And if you aren't familiar with those things, definitely, if they resonate with you or you're interested, please research those. I have tried the cold water situation. It reminds me of torture. I don't like being tortured. So I thought about what is a different way? And that's kind of the purpose of this whole podcast, right? What are some alternative solutions? What are some alternative perspectives to whatever guidance is in front of me, right? Whatever resource, whatever article, whatever step that I'm just not resonating with in that particular way, how can I kind of finagle it to work for me? So when I thought about it, I said, okay, how can I, what really is the issue in the morning? It's getting out of bed, but once I'm out of bed, I'm still really tired. I'm really, really tired. So if there's a way to jolt myself awake without torturing myself, what would that look like? And I have a really close relationship with music. Music literally flows through my veins. So much so that honestly, I was going to say outside of sleep, but no, even when I'm sleeping, I actually have like spa music, or, very slow, and something you would hear during like meditation or yoga, really slow music with no lyrics. That's actually playing right before I go to sleep, and it plays all through the night. So literally, there's no point in my life, or very few moments in my day where I don't have a soundtrack. So depending on what I'm doing, there's music, and I always have, headphones in, or music around me. So music it flows through my veins, like not even kidding. So I said, I wonder if I could use that. So I started this experiment. I'm always running experiments. Started this experiment on myself, and I called it a wake up anthem. And it's been 3 days in, and every single day, the night before, I'll pick the song that I'm actually going to wake up to. And then when I get up, put in my headphones and just, press play on the song. So I don't have to think about what the song is going to be. And immediately, as soon as the song starts, I start dancing. I start moving. I start smiling because it's silly, and I love being silly, but it puts me in that state of just fun, and more importantly, it jolts me awake. So definitely challenge you to really explore this question. And I know there was a few other questions that I brought up as well, but really explore this as, what is it specifically that I can do that would put me in the state of mind that I need to be? So that would be the next official question, if you want to call them official. But really explore this, because there's always going to be an opportunity for a multitude of solutions. So if you find yourself in whatever question, right, whatever place you feel stuck, and the solution that you have in front of you that you've tried, that you've experimented with, is not working, know there's another solution. And the solution lies in that question: what is the solution that resonates with me? And really working to understand who you are and increasing that self-awareness is really the key to all of this. That's what this is all about. We're asking ourselves these questions so that we can become more self-aware through the process of self-reflection and introspection. So those are the questions I had on my heart. Thank you so much for being here. I hope all of this is helpful. Please let me know how your journey is going. Let me know how these questions are coming through, and just what you're finding, what you're uncovering, wherever you're listening. So whether that be Spotify, Apple, Anchor, whatever platform you're listening. And also please rate, review, share this if you find it useful. And until next time, take care.